We're going to start off with our Business of the Month presentation with Ms. Hawkins, Charlton.
Welcome, everyone. I'm sure some people may think a funeral home as Business of the Month is an unusual pick for a nomination. When I have the opportunity to showcase a Lansdale Borough business, I choose a business that my family and I have used consistently throughout the years. Huff and Lakjer Funeral Home definitely has not only been a lifelong cornerstone business in Lansdale for generations, but is also the first choice to honor a loved one in my own family. My uncle recently passed away in June, and it was comforting to know that his service was going to be held at Huff and Lakjer Funeral Home. They've always treated my family with respect and honesty, which is what you need at these special times in your life. More often than not, if I'm attending a funeral, it is usually held at Huff and Lakjer. Huff and Lakjer has a long-standing history in Lansdale Borough. Samuel B. Conver started a funeral home in Lansdale in 1878. Mr. Conver ran the funeral home for 37 years until 1915, when George Huff took over ownership. Shortly after acquiring the business, Mr. Huff moved the funeral home to 414 West Main Street, now Apcor Apartment Real Estate, where it remained until 1951, when the current funeral home was built at Cannon and Durstein. At the new location, there was an old farmhouse, which, seen in the photos, somewhere along there, was removed by Fairmount Fire Company's controlled burn of the structure around 1950. In addition to his funeral business, Huff was also the Montgomery County coroner for many years. As his health deteriorated in late 1968, he gradually turned over the business to his sons, George Jr. and Herbert. George Sr. died May 20th, 1969. He ran the funeral home for over 52 years. Philip Lakjer worked with the Huff family for a short while, and then he and his family owned and operated the funeral home from 1970 to 2011, 41 years. In all, 3 men, Conver, Huff, and Lakjer, operated the funeral home for 134 years. Tonight, we're recognizing the 4th owner and supervisor, Ren Miller, and his family. Ren took over from the Lakjer family in 2011. His family has a long history of funeral home ownership and mentions that this job occupation isn't a good fit for everyone. It takes a special person to supervise a funeral home with its last-minute accommodations and mostly morning, evening, and weekend hours. Ren told me that his main goals are to give good and accurate information and to treat people right. He is happy he could keep the tradition of a family-owned and operated funeral home, since these days most funeral homes are now corporately owned. Huff and Lakjer now has 6 full-time employees and 2 part-time employees. Not only is Huff and Lakjer's funeral home at this location, but they also operate Lansdale Crematory, Inc., which assists not only Huff and Lakjer's funeral home, but over 15 others with their crematory processes. They will actually be restarting a remodel within the next few months. I want to thank the Miller family and to the Carvers, Huffs, and Lakjers for always having a welcome presence in our town, and a sincere thank you from the residents of Lansdale Borough for taking care of us and our families during such a difficult time in our lives. I'm happy to announce that Lansdale Borough's Business of the Month for September 2017 is Huff and Lakjer Funeral Home. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie, and thank you, everyone here. I see a lot of familiar faces tonight. I won't make this long because we have 2 girls who we don't want to push our luck too much. And I want to leave plenty of time for the Lansdale Police. They've been great to us in our 7 years that we've been here, so really appreciate everything here. Lansdale's been great. North Penn has been great to us, and hopefully my girls will get through for another 2 minutes. Thank you, Carrie.